Hello, it took way too long getting the recording started in Minecraft, but, so yes, I know that this week's video was supposed to be Prehistoric Kingdom, I'm sorry, alright, but today I asked my mother what I should do between Prehistoric Kingdom and a Minecraft tutorial, and she said we would do Minecraft, so we'll do Minecraft. So, as you can see, I'm in my office currently with my two sniffers, Roddy and Caleb, my music discs, bad and good, my iPod, Brick Edition, my buttons, my keyboard, my ancient ashes, my contained quasi, a bunch of, stuff, but I'm currently using Axiom mod, so this video will be a tutorial on how to build the backrooms in Minecraft. As you can see, I kind of built a lot. So first, I'm going to give you like a flyby on the general methods I use. The first thing I did was build this thing, which you go inside, you crawl, and then basically you keep crawling, and then you reach this dark oak trapdoor, which you open and close, and boom, you're in the backrooms. Now, how to actually build this. At first, I made the walls only 4 high, and if we go up, as you can see, it's 4 high. But that had issues. Issues being it's a little too small. And I have blocks from building the parking lot level. So let's just quickly move these out of my inventory really quickly. I have this repeating command block to teleport slimes into the void. The reason is because they're very annoying. They get in the way of everything. Oh my god, I do not know how to sort my inventory. Sorry if it's taking so long to sort my inventory, man. So and also, if you don't have Axiom mod, which you probably should get it, you're gonna need a shovel if you don't have Axiom. Now let me show you how to build a regular room. So, first thing you're gonna need to do is plot out your area. So I'm gonna do a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 by 6 area. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have fast place on, which is why I'm able to do things so fast. Next up is you want to press your break and place button at the same time to do that, but if you have Axiom, you can just use replace mode, which I'm actually going to use because it's very helpful. Now this box is only very small, so you won't be able to add too much into it. And if that happens, just replace it with a dirt, and since I have Axiom and Tinker on, but if you're in regular mode, you just use a shovel. Next up is the walls, which you're going to want to build them up 5 blocks tall. Then you just want to build them out along your brown concrete, which I didn't mention this. Use brown concrete for the outline. Specifically concrete. If I remember correctly, I used concrete, yeah. Well, I remember once I messed up and was using terracotta. Luckily, Axiom came in clutch and saved me. Yeah, I highly recommend you get Axiom mod. I'm on version 26.2. Axiom is available for all versions up until, I don't know. So the next thing you want to do is fill the walls with polished sulfur, or not walls, ceiling. You can do this with a different block because the ceiling in the backrooms is actually gray, but the lighting makes it look yellow. Now what I like to do is have these 2 block gaps and then a light. So 2 block gap, light, 2 block gap, light, light, and that would be a light if there was a light. So if we go down, looking pretty good, but we can make it better by adding some random walls. Such as that. Maybe we could add a wall on the wall, you know? Now, another thing we can do that I actually did in a different world was build a no-clip zone. So here's what you're going to need to do. You're going to need to get a paint-in. You're going to need to get a random block. I just picked pale leaves. I don't know why. And you're going to need to get signs. Alright, so first what you want to do is put your... Wait, no. You actually want to do this first. So you want to take your block of choice and build a little enclosure. Make sure you get a 2x2 paint-in or whatever size you want your crawl space to be. Break the blocks. Okay, wait. I didn't do it fast enough. Or imagine I'm just explaining it wrong. I think, actually, you can just have the signs and crouch and shift place it. That's not what I was going for. It could be a 2x2 painting, but now, if we like disguise this to a completely inconspicuous, like if like maybe we get some spruce, maybe they used brown concrete and some stuff. Now this looks like a painting, but if you go through it, you actually go into the back rooms, which in my opinion is pretty cool. So you can build a working no-clip zone. And yeah, this is a pretty short video, but that's basically it. If you want us now, I'm going to show some of the other rooms I've made. I remember how the pitfalls. Yep, this is how I made the pitfalls. I did these chandelier designs so that the light would reach and stop mobs from spawning. I have this hall, which I do not. Oh yeah, it was this. Yeah. And another thing you can do is use redstone for blood, because well, obvious. Now the next thing I want to show you is if I move all of these away out of my inventory and take all these blocks out, I'm going to show you how the parking lots are made. Now first, let's just quickly fix my inventory. Alright, I think we're missing a block. Right, this. Because I actually did use that block. Alright, now let's flood. Now this was made by copy and pasting. As you can see, just a bunch of repeated things. Oh, that's not right. The lights are made with levers and 2 end rods. The way I build the lamps is put down a lever, count 2 blocks, put down a lever, shift, place down an end rod, place down an end rod, and it looks like that. My goal are like those lights in classrooms. I don't know why I specify classrooms. Next up is this staircase, which is actually how you get to here. Now for the pillars, I used tough and it was polished tough and polished sulfur. I originally went to the color picker and selected a really grungy yellow, and it gave me hay. I'll just pick out hay bale, which I was going to use hay bales, but it had this really annoying red line through it, which is why I replaced it and didn't use a grungy old hay bales. Next up is this, which was made using stairs and smooth quartz. The way these smooth quartz work is I just use a tinker feature. Next up are these fake doors, which lead to nowhere. Sometimes they break, I don't know why. There was this corridor I never finished. There's these. This was just me messing around. But there's something else I'd like to point out. If we go very far over here in my world, there's a this has nothing to do with the tutorial, by the way. There's a random hole in my world. I don't know where the hole came from. It's just kind of there. Wait, what the heck happened to this house? What the heck? I'm sorry, this is only now I'm discovering this absolutely messed up house. I'm so sorry. I think this has something to do with Axiom's gradient thing. Another thing you can do, let me show, I just remembered this. I'm not the best at talking on command or tutorials, which is why this tutorial isn't the best. You can use trapdoors for this. The next thing I want to show you is my furniture room, or my store. But before we show that, I want to show the pool rooms, which I built using dark prismarine, blue shulkers, white shulkers. There was originally, I think, lights in here. If I could find the trapdoors that have the lights. Where the heck were the lights, man? Well, I use sea lanterns anyways. I do remember I had sea lanterns, but I think I got rid of them. And I use these birch. Yes, I use birch a lot. I use birch a lot in this world. The amount of times I've used birch is gobsmacking. I use birch for this closet you can hide in. I have a bunch of redstone on the ground. I have level run, which I use redstone torches to illuminate. And next up is well, this isn't really the furniture store. It only has an aisle that has furniture. There's closets, cupboards. If I go a little further, desks, grand chairs, tables, and big chair. We love big chair, as well as shelves. But they don't really look like my real life shelf. And yeah, that's the general methods I use to build the backrooms in Minecraft. And yes, I also made this room from the found footage. So yeah, that's the general methods I use to build the backrooms in Minecraft. This video was very simple and short. If you guys want to see me make more videos on Minecraft, then leave a comment, like, and subscribe. And as you can see, I have this big stairwell. I might make an update video on that because this will lead to Dream Core, which I also had this little area based off level 94 of the hills, but I have no houses, so I guess it really is just an enigma. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed. And if you guys want me to make a second part where I go more in depth and explain things better, then maybe leave a comment if YouTube doesn't disable comments, because for some reason, YouTube has been on a weird streak with disabling my comments, and I don't know why. But anyways, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye, and I have to put in this menu to stop my NVIDIA from tweaking, so...